Anybody know Abraham's wife's name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Check this out. We're just talking about dysfunctional people with weaknesses, people with problems. You think everybody in the Bible is all perfect? Not at all. There are people just like you and I. Abraham, God promised him that he was going to have a son. You know the story. You're going to have a boy. And his wife laughs. Have a child. I'm old. What you mean? And Abraham, get this. How would you like to explain this? I know you don't think about this. Abraham's chilling with his wife. And then they come up with this idea. Well, God said I was gonna have a son. Yeah, he did, baby. Yeah, he did. Well, I'm gonna. You remember the other lady's name? Who? Who? Check this out. Can you imagine? May I pay attention? Can you imagine? Listen to this excuse. You talk about not all there, problems, issues. He says, you know what, baby? She comes up with an idea and they're talking about it. You know what? To fulfill the will of God, I need to have a baby with her. Hey, I'm not lying. Hey, I'm not lying. How many of you read the story? I'm not lying. You're talking about, hold on, what? To fulfill the will of God, I'm gonna have a baby with her. To fulfill the will of God, what do you mean? What, Jonathan, are you in the Bible? Yeah, I'm in your Bible. Talk about your father Abraham had many. Yeah, I'm talking about the same guy. The same exact guy. Yeah, he has some issues. He has some problems explaining that, I'm sure. What? Are you serious? I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I'm trying to get it to you that everybody has issues, everybody has weaknesses, everybody has problems, but that doesn't stop God. What he wants to know, hey, after you make some dumb decisions, after you've done some dumb things, Noah, when you wake up, Abraham, when you get some sense knocked in your head and you start believing me when I tell you that you and your wife are going to have a son, his name's going to be Isaac, and if he didn't make that mistake, then there wouldn't be so many problems here today. Read up on it if you don't believe me. Just that one mistake, but God says, you know what? I'm still going to make you the father. Oh, do you hear me? I'm still going to, somebody needs to hear me. Despite the mistake and in spite of all the things that you've done wrong with them, just the decisions that you made, hey, I'm still going to set you up and bless your life. I'm still going to do something with you if you would just make yourself available, if you just go where I say go and do what I say to do. Is this making sense to somebody here tonight? Weaknesses and faults, things that we have, that we feel that God can't get past that. We feel like God can't move on beyond that. We feel like God can't really do that. How is it? I made this mistake. I made that mistake. I come from this kind of a background. I don't have this kind of family in church. I'm by myself and doing this. God is saying, that doesn't matter to me. I'm looking for somebody that will just be available. I'm looking for somebody that doesn't have it all together. I'm looking for somebody who maybe you've been in this all your life. I'm looking for somebody, this is your first time. You just want more of God. He's saying, I'm looking for somebody to just make themselves available. We get so focused on the wrong. We get so focused on the negative. You've been in church all of your life. You feel like you still can't do anything greater than where you are. God is saying, just make yourself available. Let me be real to you. Let me be real to you. He's saying, well, you really don't know my background. You really don't know where I've come from. God is saying, just let me be real to you. Make yourself available. Let me come into your life and do something with you. He said, well, I come from a dysfunctional family and I really don't have it all together. God is saying, I know all that. I knew that before you even opened your mouth. But what I'm interested in doing is something with your life. He's interested tonight in doing something with your life. You do not have to continue as you always have. You don't need to just go through motions of Christianity. You don't need to just be here tonight and then walk out. He's saying, would you give me a chance? Would you give me a chance to take the mistakes? Would you give me a chance to take the things that just haven't fit right? The things that you've been noticing every time you look in the mirror. Every time you hear preaching. Every time you go to church, you hear these things and it's just like, God, could it really be me? Could you really do something with me? God is wanting on Friday night for somebody's eyes to be open, for somebody's heart to be open for Him. Not just to come and sing a song, not to just come and be a part of Pulse, and though those things are great, what He is interested in is somebody to just make themselves available to Him. Amen. To make themselves available. So he said, hey, I know all about people that had issues. You look at David. Somebody say King David. They sing a song, I want to dance like David danced and run like David ran. Just a worshiper. Before the song was ever written, you're talking about an individual that killed somebody so that he could have their wife. Talk about issues. Talk about just a dysfunctional setup there. That doesn't make sense. Somebody that would kill somebody, commit adultery. But what? That was David. That was David. But because he's made himself available, because he said, God, here, I realize what I've done is wrong. And after the prophet confronted him, I realized this is it. And I'm not going to do those things. I've got to make it right. He's looking for people tonight that will do the same. Because if the Bible was written today, I believe you and I would be in it, because it only takes somebody with a desire to make an impact. It takes a desire for somebody to say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of being influenced. I want to start making a difference. I'm tired of just waiting for somebody else to tell me and waiting for others to just get it going and then maybe I can join. No, he's saying, is there somebody here tonight that wants to be the difference? That can rewrite somebody else's life because of what they're doing. They can rewrite somebody else's story. You say, I've just come tonight just to check it out and I'm on my way out and that's it. Before you go, is it possible that God could reach into your life and give you something that you've never had before if you would make yourself available? If you would make yourself available. Before you see the wrong in what you're doing, before you see the wrong and where you come from, before you see the wrong and where you are at, could it be that God is saying, hey, would you just focus your eyes on me for just a minute? And when you look at Him, you'll see the mercy that stretches beyond the things that you've done. You'll see the grace, Moses, that embraces you beyond the things, the issues and struggles of life. You say, well, I come from abusive relationships. I come from families that are perfect. I come from everything's all good. Money's flowing. I'm all good and I'm fine. I'm moving on with my school and everything's good. Whether you're from here or there, God is saying, I want to be a part of your life. I want to make you something. I want to do something with you. But all I need is just for you to be available. I just need you to make yourself available to me on a Friday night. Could it be that God has stopped everything else in your life and just has happened to have you come here tonight just to hear something one more time? Just before you go on and make that decision to, you know what, God, I think I'll just listen. I think I'll just listen because I'm ready to do more than just come. I'm ready to do more than just be here. I'm ready to do more than those things. I've got to experience you. I've got to experience you. And I feel, and as the musicians are coming, I feel like so many people allow their potential to just die in a pew. All of the potential that they have, the things that they could do, it just sits, lays, and dies in a pew. Because, oh, maybe not. I don't think I can because of where I've been, what I've done. God is saying you're qualified. He's not wanting a resume with all your accomplishments. Because He knows all the failures. He's not waiting for somebody to turn in an application and say, look at how good I am. Look at how great I am. Look at all the things that I've got together. He's looking at people that don't have it together. He's looking at people that don't have it all and there's problems and there's issues in your life tonight. Things that just aren't matching up. Things that aren't making sense. Things just that aren't it's just not working, Pastor Jonathan. It's just not working. And I don't understand, but it's like all I can focus on is the wrong and the negative. I want to do more. I really do want what you're talking about, but it's just like there's nothing there. God is saying, hey, I want to make a difference tonight. He's saying, I want to make a difference tonight. Is there somebody that will let me in? Is there somebody that would just make themselves available? I'm not asking you to pray all night. I'm not asking you to join the choir. I'm not asking you to join a sign team. I'm not asking you to do any of that. What I'm asking you to do is just step out. Make yourself available. Not everybody in the Bible had it all together. Not everybody was all good. It wasn't like that at all. They were people, real people with real problems and issues. And God tonight is looking for the same. God, would you stand with me tonight? Please do not lose focus. God tonight is looking for the same. Where you would say with me, if it was written today, I'd be in it. Because I really do, man. I really do have a desire to do something more. I really do have a desire to be effective. I really do have a desire to do something more than just continue on and sit and stand amongst just Christianity. I want to make a difference. And God, I want to be a difference maker. I want to be somebody that stands out. I want to be somebody that's available to you, that you can actually do something in my life. Tonight you're here, and maybe this is your first or third or fifth time, and you say, what can God do with me? He's not looking at where you're coming from. He's not looking at all the things that you've got together. Tonight, He's looking for just somebody that will say, hey, I'm ready for change. I'm ready for you to use me. I'm ready. You say, why? I don't know if I can. God is saying, no, you don't understand. Your time is always ready. It's always your time. And tonight is no exception. It's always your time. You don't need to be embarrassed. You don't need to be intimidated. It is always your time. I've been willing and waiting to do something in your life. I've been willing and waiting to walk into your life and revolutionize it. I've been waiting to walk into your life and give you a love you can't deny. I've been waiting to give you a peace and a comfort and a confidence that cannot be ignored. But I just got to know, is there somebody here tonight that will let me in? I just want to know tonight, is there somebody that will make themselves available? And here we are. It's another Friday night in this post. And there's people here tonight that will leave the same way that they came. But what God is looking for is somebody to say, before you go, can I have just an appointment with you tonight? Before you walk out, can we do some things together tonight? Can I talk to you? Can I deposit something into you? Can I give you life and life more abundantly? Can I give you something that will elevate you, that would encourage you, that would remind you don't have to live where you are, that there's so much more. Tonight as they begin to sing, I want you to step out from where you are. I'm not going to push anybody up.